Alright, I got my little 6-inch sluice taped up here to these adjustable sawhorses. And they're just going to spill out into this trailer sluice so we can see if we miss anything. And we're going to be just basically looking at testing this today. Well, not really testing it, running a bunch of pay dirt through it. And so we got all this pay dirt from all these different places. Actually, I got some pay dirt I'll run later again. It's still coming from Australia and Sweden. Yes, hasn't showed up yet. So I got a pump, I got my restrictions, so it flows good, pitch is good. We're about 2-inch drop on we're not quite 1.5 inches. We're probably about 2-inch drop on that little finishing sluice, and we're pretty steep here too. Got my little bucket over here with my iPad, kid's iPad on it, that I'll slip over the top of this so when we're running it, you can see the action on the mat. I'm going to quarter-inch screen it down, all the pay dirt first to make sure, it's quarter-inch screen just because, we're going to run that through there. And got my panning bowl, so I'll pan it out and we'll show what it is. I'll talk about what dirt we're running and where it's from, and we'll run it through. Then we'll do a cleanup and we'll show the results and have some fun. And then I got a pile of boxes of pay dirt here, so we're gonna have some fun running some dirt. And then we're gonna, of course, at the end of all that, show the gold that we captured, and then we're gonna show the gold that we lost just through this little 6-inch sluice here. So that's the goal, 6 inches by 16 Dream Mini Mat. Dustin wanted to bring this product to market in Australia. He helped me design the mat and how it fits into a box, and because he felt this was the right size and this is all you really needed with this mat for doing small sluicing, because it was just really efficient. I did an 8x36 for concentrating, but that's more for the big boys, people running bucket loads of cons from dredging and stuff like that. But this is more just for the prospector, and you can run this in a sluice, in a stream. We got some people that are building some stream sluices for that. I got some stream sluices coming for it. And you can also with these too, So anyways, we're having fun and we're gonna run some dirt, so let's get at it. Got some topo deep panning gravel, guarantee gold. I got this at the Idaho Gold Show. He was at our Kalispell Jewelry Show too. I believe he's out of Washington or Idaho. I basically got this little tub of dirt here. I paid 20 bucks for it, and we're gonna run her through and see what she does. Here's what is above 1/4 inch of the topo deep. I'm gonna save all because you can see some of this here. I just broke it up with my finger. Some of this I'm gonna run through a crusher again later. So I'm gonna throw all that stuff in a bucket, all my above 1/4 on all this pay dirt, because some of it actually did come from the sites, the dirt did, where they're mining the ore or the pay dirt. So there could be, some locked in gold in some of this. So later on we'll crush all that down and we'll run it again. So on this one, the first one here, I'm not gonna put the bucket with the iPad over so you can see what's going on, but I am gonna pre-wet everything, when I dump it in, so that basically, stuff isn't floating off that doesn't need to be floating off. Got some good action on the mat there. It's not too fast, but it's not too slow. So it's right about the right speed for running if you want to make sure you're getting everything out of there. It's actually going to be so much nicer when I put the camera on the iPad and run the pocket, because I'll be able to do 2 things at once, So, anyways. Got most of it in there. Let's take a look at see what we got going on. See if we see some gold up there towards the front. Well, here's the gold for topo deep. There it all is in the front row. You can see some gold right down in there. A pile of gold right there and there. Another pile, nice picker right there. mainly in the front row. We're not seeing much go past that. I would personally screen to 1/8 of an inch to see more action on the mat, but we're going to have, you know, pickers probably that are bigger than 1/8 inch, so we're just going to stay with quarter, even though I think it, you know, it's a little harder on the mat, but still looks like it's doing really good. It's not like we're overburdening to the front where the front can't catch the gold. And we'll go ahead and run this. I'll clean this out, and then we'll put the bucket up here for all the other ones with the iPad on it, and we'll watch it, and I'll be able to feed with both hands. I'll talk to it, and we'll be able to see it go through the mat and be watching this, which is more fun than me just scooping in there. All right, the cool beans. Okay, how easy is Dream Mat Mini Mat to clean out? I wonder if I can do this one-handed, guys. All right, so we're gonna pull this guy out. We're gonna turn her upside down in this. Woohoo! One-handed, maybe not. Okay, let's do it again. One-handed. See if I can do it. So, alright, there we go. One-handed. We're just gonna clean this mat out. You know, almost pulled it off one-handed. I'd cheat a little, I'm sorry. I'm such a loser, huh? Got some black sands up in here still. That's more like it. There it is. That's how fast the mat cleans out. We're pretty proud of that. You know, ain't many other mats that clean out that fast, that hold that good of material. There's some mats out there that it's like rolling a hot dog down a run hallway, you know, there hardly is nothing to hold anything in with. And of course, yeah, that kind of cleans out, but they don't really. I'm gonna just pan out right into the top of the sluice here. And of course, I'm going to be doing a lot of cuts on the panning too, you know, because we just ain't got time. And besides, you know, people are just going to criticize how bad I pan. You know, well, I don't think I pan that bad, but, you know. So anyways, I got my bowl over here for that, for my panning. So I'm going to get to it, and then we'll see what's in this Topo Deep. Okay, here's Topo Deep. That's some nice pieces there, man. That's a nice pan for, it was $40 for that little jug. I gotta keep not moving my camera out of the way while I'm looking at it. Next is a couple bag from Klondike's Clinker, Roy, Conway. And so here we are. We're gonna screen off the bigger stuff than 1/4 inch. There probably won't be much in this at all. And we'll run both these bags. This is a Cascade bag and a gem bag. I don't know about you guys, but that's the coolest thing ever. Look at all those gemstones that are above 1/4 inch. That's awesome. I'm gonna pull those out. Man, that's cool stuff. Pull those out, put them in a tub, and then we'll put the dirt in the crusher bucket. And then we will run the leftover. All right. All right, here we go. Here comes that raised Klondike Clinkies. Pay dirt. raised Klondike Clinkies and gemstones. So Dream Mat seems to hold those gemstones up there pretty high. Now let's look down the mat. Let's see some other ones. There's one. Green one, if you've seen it. I got in the middle of the camera. I don't know what that is right there, but it's pretty. Down towards the bottom, we're not really seeing any more gemstones. So here we come up and we see the first row really hung up with a lot of those gemstones, and we got those nice gold there in the beginning. Boy, shinier, way shinier gold than the gold that we got from the other guy in his mine. And everybody's gold is a little different. So, all right, well, that's some. Boy, got some clear one there. It almost looks like you can't see it. You can see through it. Isn't that cool? That is neat. All right, well, let's pan her out and let's see what we got. Well, there's Klondike Clinkies. Dirt, gold, pretty shiny. And that's some bright stuff. The next bags are from Julian Gold Digger, the Gold Digger in France. He's one of my distributors in France. He sells Dream Mat, and he sent me a couple bags of pay dirt. All right, let's dump them out, see what they look like. Not much cobble over a 1/4 inch. And there's the dirt. It was actually kind of moist, so I had to wash it through the screen. And let's run the dirt. Overloaded that a little bit. Nope, not worried about it. Got lots of mat. Don't always have to catch it in the first couple rows to be a show off, you know. We can maybe catch some in a little rest of the mat also. Would be nice, you know, rather than just showing off all the time. So, hold on.
Sorry.
It's okay. Don't bump it.
Can I tell you something?
In a second, Reed. And I got gold sticking in a pan here that's had a hard time just coming out. So, trying to get that in there. Well, there it is. Pay dirt from France. Let's take a look at it. The gold from France. You can see it at this angle. Oh, I got a bunch of gold up here. But anyways, we got a bunch of gold in the cells. Cool. We got gold in the back cells because I did have such a mound, you probably saw it on there, of dirt. It mounded up on us here, and so it probably slipped off. So anyways, that's okay. We got plenty of mat. So here we go. We got some gold from France. Boy, I got some gold right there. See that pile of gold? Wow. My phone sucks. That is some nice stuff. So dirt from France in the box. Awesome, awesome. Let's clean her up in the pan, see what we got. Retreated out into the barn under the cover of the barn because of the rain. I spun off the magnetics out of the sand from Julian in France. big, heavy magnetics. Here's the pan, and I'm back panning because the gold is just riding on top of this heavy, heavy material. So I think he actually sent me some concentrates. That's why they were moist. And the gold is gonna test me. It's gonna take me to, I got some big flakes, so I really can't, like screen right now. So I'm gonna have to pan this out tonight while I retreat into the house after supper and then get the final say on this one. And then continue tomorrow on my pay dirt binge because it be raining and it's like 7 o'clock, so it ain't gonna clear up. All right, cool beans. There it is. There's that French gold. Yeah, this stuff is fine. I mean, as far as flat, sorry. I mean, it is like potato chip. Got a magnifying glass on it. Flat. I mean, it would like so flat it would stick to the sides of rocks. Just the surface tension on the rock would grab the piece of gold and it would roll around with the rock, and I had to brush a flat flake off the side of a flat side of a rock. It was nuts. So that's the gold that's, in the where's my thumbs? I can scale it. That was in that pay dirt from France, from Julian Gold Digger Shop. Cool. Kind of a nugget in that French pay dirt. It's like clumped together. I actually broke it apart. It was together, but can't focus. I get really close, but pretty cool. It's not huge, but it's a nice one. Cool. All right, Eureka Gold Sands is next from Gino. He's one of my distributors up in Canada. Sells the Dream Mat off his online store. Often gives them away in nugget contests in giveaways. So it looks like we have some platinum nugget pay dirt. Then we have his regular pay dirt. We're going to go ahead and mix this all together, and then we are going to first drop it through the screen and see what we got. So there's what we dropped through the screen, and right away we got some nice gemstones right off the top. Cool. Sweet. The rest I'll wet up and we'll run it through. Okay, here we go. Gino pay dirt. Eureka Gold Sands. I see a nugget. How about you guys? Cool beans. Just had to sit there and look at it for a while. Sorry, I stopped feeding to look at the gold. Hey, you got the fever, Kind of hard to... So maybe you guys are seeing a little bit of the science behind the mat that Dustin's to help us set up. And, actually the high-low pattern, me and him talked about it a lot. Where, I'm going to stop running here for a little bit. But we got this high pattern. Catches stuff, goes to a low pattern, and creates this nice high cleaning riffle again. So we stop stuff here, hit the brakes, and then we go through this kind of a divot, a riffle, So it's kind of combining the best of old tech with New Tech. And we felt, you know, the high-low pattern was worth the money to put into a prototype to test, and we tested it, and actually it works very, very good. And so good. This is basically the pattern that we scaled up for industrial purposes, but a larger scale. And have been seeing some good results. And actually, because we sent so many of these small ones out to miners in Australia for cleanup, you know, for concentrating basically, to test, that we received such praise on them, the smaller scale, and they actually, in a lot of ways, some of them actually did request that we make a larger pattern for them. So it wasn't just something that, you know, we thought of. We had customers asking for it, so that's cool. Pretty exciting. Cool beans. So here's the Eureka Gold Sands pay dirt being run. Got a nugget right there that didn't even work its way in. And look at that nice gemstone right here. Caught in the first riffles. And another one on the other side here, if we can see it. And we've been talking about that gemstones, how this is a great gemstone mat, and this would be really nice to see this in a cube, you know, because it's a wider pattern. People using their cubes to, you know, put this kind of mat in it and to help them catch gemstones. So you have two things. You have a fine gold recovery system and you have a gemstone recovery system. So you can see the gold is already trying to float, even underneath that water. So we got some nice pickers here. And we go past, and then I think that's a piece of platinum right down in there. That white, shiny, wiry looking thing. The dang, need a polarized lens is what I need. Hey, we got some gemstone down here. So look at how this is more of an 1/8 inch screen, and look how much better that processed. And you notice that we have a specific pattern. It works really good. You know, the material is seems to be processing the same. And we got some gold all the way down here. I found some. Look at that. I got some gold down here. Right there. So there it is. Furthest we've seen the gold down the mat. It is what it is. No hype. Nothing but fun. We got picking up tailings still down here and here from all the runs. And we'll see what the mat loses, and we'll check our tailings. And of course we will before we do that, we'll throw our we'll throw what we panned off in the safety pan through there too, to see what I missed in the safety pan. But anyways, yeah, looking good. Back at the miller table, we're going to run Ginos through the miller table because I have so much fine gold sticking just to the pan when I pan back up. So, and I'm already to the point where I slough off, I see the black sand right underneath this, and the gold wants to float out of the pan. So we're going to run it through the miller table just to make it quicker, faster, more accurate. And take a look. There's the fine gold from Ginos. The more I seem to brush it, the more trying to clean it up at the final end, the more the fine gold you can see is coming off. And it looks big, but the gold is really floating. I mean, that gold's big, but there was a lot of fine gold in this, and I fear a lot of it kind of came off the table. Brushing it, trying to get this last little bit clean because I'm not maybe familiar with the platinum that we're seeing in there. So, and I may have lost a couple bigger platinum pieces, but I'm not worried because we're going to put this in with the safety pan stuff, you know, that we slough off, and run it again at the last time just by itself, just to see what Dave missed panning. So we'll probably see a lot more. We'll see some fine gold in that. But anyways, there's the stuff from Ginos Pay Dirt with the platinum. There's some nice gold chunks there. Here, let's get your scale perspective. Some really nice chunks. So it's like cool beans. Very fine gold. This is just the gold I swept up from that was hanging on the leading edges from doing ginos that was sliding down, that didn't float over the dirt. It's some pretty fine stuff. There's a lot of fine gold in there.